Hey guys, welcome to the video. Obviously by the title of this video, you can tell I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me, but a little different style. I'm gonna be talking about something I'm actually pretty passionate about, and it's kind of been stirred into my current realm of thought by these two YouTubers, Charlotte Holdcroft and Smoky Glow. They both did great videos kind of relating to this, and it just really made me want to share my thoughts with you guys about this topic because it is, like I said, something I feel very strongly about. So I'm gonna be talking about why I don't watch big beauty YouTubers. So I know this might be like kind of a controversial video and you might not agree with me, and that's totally fine. I'm just so curious to see what you guys think, and this is something I've given a lot of thought to, and I just kind of want to share the reasons why. So yeah, but I'm also gonna be kind of getting ready with me. I'm gonna be testing out the Bare Minerals Nude Liquid Lip, so I'm excited about that, and maybe something else new. I might have to, I don't know. Before we get into this, subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. I have a lot of videos you can check out, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. And for almost 3K, I'm so excited. I'm thinking about doing a 3K like Q&A video, so if you have any questions for me, we already talk a lot in the comments, so you might not, but anyway, if you do have any questions for me, write them down below in the comments and I will answer them. Yes. Okay, let me just start off by saying this is totally not meant to bash beauty gurus at all. Beauty gurus, like the big ones, are literally the reason I got into makeup at all, not even just YouTube. Like, I only got into makeup like a year and a half ago, and I was going through a really hard time in my life, and they absolutely helped me through. I still have a lot of love for these beauty YouTubers, like a lot of love, so I'm really not like trying to say anything bad about them, but I do want to share why I made this decision. And yeah, basically it's because I was noticing that their videos did have some negative impacts on the way I was thinking on a day-to-day basis, the way I was spending my money, the way that I was feeling about myself. So that's what I'm gonna get into. I also want to start off this by saying, or putting everyone in the kind of mindset of like, what we consume on the internet is very much like what we consume with like food in our day-to-day life. We are what we eat, and our minds and our perspectives are what we consume on the internet, or, you know, in day-to-day life. And a lot of what we consume in day-to-day life is on the internet. So that's a big part of my reasoning as far as like kind of limiting what I do consume. So just wanted to like start it off with that. Okay, the first reason is that I find them unrelatable, and that has to do with a lot of different reasons. Let's just start with money. If you have like 10 million subscribers, you're making a lot of money, but the funny thing is they think that they need to hide that to make them more relatable, but there's this big elephant in the room because they're not admitting it essentially to their subscribers. They're not really talking about it or acknowledging it. It's like, did you see the Shane Dawson Bunny like series of videos? That's exactly what I'm talking about. How she was losing connection with her subscribers because she wasn't admitting. She was still filming in like her old like room with all the dolls, and she wasn't admitting that it was within this huge mansion that she had bought, and that her life has completely changed, and she was feeling this disconnect. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on. I feel like we're feeling the disconnect. I feel like they're probably feeling a disconnect. I don't know, but you know, there needs to be a little bit more transparency, and not this weird idea that they're supposed to still be the same person, because that frankly makes them less relatable to me. You know what I'm saying? Here's some other examples, like deleting old YouTube videos. If you look on any of the big gurus, they usually keep like their first video up, but there's huge gaps. Like they take down whole years of videos. I just wish they didn't do that. I wish I could see what videos they were putting out when they had 1,000 subscribers, when they had 5,000 subscribers. Like I wish I could see that. That would just make them so much more relatable to me. It's like they only want to put forth the social media image of them being big and being successful and in a fancy studio and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Also, why not show us your mistakes? I think Charlotte was talking about this in her video, but how editing is such a huge thing. And I really started realizing this when I became a YouTuber, and how easy it is to just pretend like you didn't make a mistake and just edit out the entire thing, not show how long you're blending, etc. And of course, you don't want it to be boring, and I do cut that stuff out of my videos, but if I start doing a look and I hate it, I do show you guys, you know? If something is taking a while to blend, I do try to tell you guys, because that's real. You know, that's just the reality. That's what happened. Okay, so here's another thing with the unrelatable. I don't mean to like labor this point too much, but it is a big point as to why I don't watch them. I feel like a lot of the big YouTubers put on want to front. And I think I realized this a little bit more when I started my own channel. It's so easy to just kind of copy that and be like, hey guys, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But people do that, and I've just started enjoying it less and less, like that kind of put on kind of attitude. And then they usually say things like, oh, you know, I don't usually show you guys my real life, or there's a lot going on behind the camera. I feel like I would rather see that. And with smaller YouTubers, I see that more. I see what's going on, and that just gives me so much more fulfillment because I can really connect to them, because of course stuff's going on in my life too. You know, I'm not like just happy all the time. So at the end of the day, I feel like, I think Smokey Glow said this in her video, but it's true. It's freaking true. I feel like a lot of the big beauty YouTubers kind of feel like they are celebrities, and you can see that. I don't want to name names, but I feel like, I don't know, like I used to watch, actually I definitely don't want to name names because like I don't want fans of these people to like be mad at me, but I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, some of them have let their success and fame kind of get to their head, and that's just why I don't find them relatable anymore. Okay, sorry guys, let's move on to the second point and let's move on to highlight. This is a huge one. This is maybe the biggest, I don't know, this is a really, really big one for me. So I find that they promote unrealistic beauty standards. And okay, so yeah, let's get into this, right? Of course, a lot of the big beauty YouTubers are beautiful because that's just what finds success in our society, obviously. But there's some certain things that are a little bit dishonest about their beauty. Using the Pure palette. This is a little bit possibly controversial. I don't know, guys. Maybe you guys all agree with me, I hope. Let's just start with plastic surgery. When I started YouTube, when I started watching YouTube, I was really naive. I had no idea that they had plastic surgery. Since moving to LA, I'm actually a lot better at like identifying plastic surgery and like seeing if people have it. That's not like no shade, I'm just saying I'm just better at like seeing if people have it. But anyway, I think it goes without saying that plastic surgery is an unrealistic beauty standard. It's not something that most people are willing to do, and it's not something that most people can financially do. So when I'm filling my mind and my space in a day by watching like a huge amount of people who do have plastic surgery, I start to get weird ideas about what my face should look like, or how smooth my lips should be, or how big they should be. You know, my choice is to not do plastic surgery, and that's just my choice. And as much as I wish I could separate what I see from what I think, it's really hard for me to do that, and I feel like it's hard for a lot of people to do that. And we take in so much more. We're little sponges still. We take in so much more than we really even think. And I'm really not trying to like shame anyone for plastic surgery. That's so not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that I don't want to consume a lot of media that normalizes it, essentially. Yeah, that normalizes it. I don't want that to be a normal for me in my life. I don't want my perspective to think that I should go and do that. So obviously another thing that contributes to their like unrealistic beauty standards, obviously they're wearing full glam makeup all the time. That's not the big deal. What I do think is a big deal is smoothing filters. So if you don't know about this, I'm sure you guys do, but check out this Wayne Goss video. He did a great comparison between face with a smoothing filter and without. This is kind of the same thing as like Photoshop or skinny mirrors or things like that. At the very least, you should have to admit that you're using it, because it's just, that's a completely unrealistic thing that you're putting forth as a realistic thing. Like if I were to have a smoothing filter on me and I'd be trying to, gosh, I need to put on my makeup. What am I doing? Like if I were to come to you with a smoothing filter and try to review a foundation, I know that's like the oldest example in the book, but seriously, like that doesn't make sense at all to me. I mean, at the end of the day, I think if they really want to use smoothing filters, they at least should have to like admit that they're using it. You know what I'm saying? Just no deception there. Okay, so the third like overarching category isn't necessarily, this isn't the beauty guru's fault. This is just a reason why I don't watch them. I mean, all of these are. So the reason is that they promote like excessive spending and excessive product consumption, essentially. And that's not exactly their fault. They're sent so much PR and they have to test it for their channel. But I can't deny, like I need to acknowledge the fact that seeing all of that product and seeing them try all of that, I'm probably guilty of it too, because I buy a lot of new products for my channel and you have to. But seeing an excessive amount of makeup, like 20 foundations, things like that, it makes me feel, even as much as the beauty gurus say you don't need all this much, it still makes me feel like I need more than I actually need. For me, it's just a reason why I try to avoid that kind of content. I hope this video is not too negative, guys. Oh, these are pretty even. Cool. Okay, and the last one is kind of a big one. I think they're biased, and I'm also gonna say that I don't really blame them for being biased. I think that if you are that big and you're getting special treatment from brands, oh my god, my foot's falling asleep. Oh, it always does this. And getting sent on trips and getting sent free makeup, it's hard because you feel connection to your subscribers, of course, but they are, especially when you're big, you're not actually like talking or having a dialogue with them. You're not responding to their comments, but you are having dialogues with these PR people. You're writing emails to them, you're in contact with them. So of course, you're gonna feel some kind of connection or some kind of responsibility to make them happy. And so even if that just makes you be a little bit more positive on your review of something, that's a bias that I don't exactly want. Let's also talk about affiliate codes for a second. So that's another huge bias. I will say, like, man, Morphe really has their marketing strategy down. They're so smart. I do not blame the people for 1 second for like pushing the products a little bit more, because honestly, all makeup is kind of similar. Like, it's not, I mean, yeah, there's huge differences, but it's not the end of the world if James Charles is pushing his Morphe code a little bit more. But as a consumer, like, I know that he's doing that for a reason. So that just leaves me with a little bit of a weird kind of feeling, and I just don't enjoy consuming that. So that's totally just my decision. Okay, I'm excited because I'm gonna try out this Bare Minerals Gen Nude Matte Lip Color in Hemp. This is kind of like a brownie tone, so yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, all that being said, honestly, like, I do find myself tuning in sometimes to, I like myself some Jeffree Star and Tati, of course. I love her so much. I do love these people genuinely. I really, really enjoy their content, but it's also me having to come to terms with what I'm consuming and whether the ideals of the people that I'm watching really, really match with mine. And some of those things that I listed, they don't match with me. So that's just, you know, that's literally just a personal thing, and that's just me. Oh my god, I love this color already. It's like the color of my own lips. That's exactly the kind of nude lipstick I like. Smells good too. It smells delicious. Wow, I love that lip color. It's so pretty. Oh, it's just nude. I really, really like this. Also, the formula is so comfortable. I don't know if it's gonna dry down, but we're gonna see. Oh my god, my legs are so asleep. Should I finish the video from down here? Probably not. I guess the main thing I'm trying to say in this video is to just think about what you're consuming and how that might be affecting the way you think about yourself and other people and everything. Just to think about it. Like, I'm not even telling you what to do or what to think or anything like that. Just to like kind of consider it, because it is like essentially the food we're taking in. And honestly, I think this could be applied to everything. Honestly, before I even started thinking about who I was watching on YouTube, I did this to my Instagram, and I started unfollowing like celebrities and people that just kind of post pictures of themselves being perfect all the time and no realness, because that just completely creates an unrealistic beauty standard and standard for life and happiness that's not real. It's not real. People aren't happy all the time. People aren't looking perfect all the time. But that's what Instagram would have you believe. So, oh gosh, I really hope this wasn't too ranty and like weird for you guys. But anyway, I just really wanted to get that out there, and mostly to see what you guys think. What do you guys think? I know I have tons of friends who say that when they look at people on Instagram with hot bodies who look great, like that just makes them want to work harder. But it's not like that for me. Like, that doesn't make me want to work harder. That makes me insecure, you know, and it makes me compare myself to them. So maybe I'm just that kind of person, and yeah, I don't even know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for listening to my thoughts. And remember to ask any questions down below, because I will be doing a Q&A once we hit 3K. So yes. Thank you guys so much for getting through this whole video, if you did. And please tell me your thoughts. I really would love to know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll just see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.